Alright, welcome back guys to this training. I still remain myself, Christian Godwin. In this training, I'm going to be teaching you guys the general view of our cPanel, on how to navigate around your cPanel, right? So in this training, we are going to be looking at the general view of our cPanel, right? So to do that, let's go right into our cPanel dashboard. Alright, now we are in our cPanel dashboard. So in this the cPanel, that is a control panel of your website. This is where everything that all the activities of your website take place, including from your email. This is where you can do any setting at all on your cPanel for your email, your files, your database, where you can your software, that is where you can install your WordPress and all. So there are lots that you can do on the cPanel. First of all, what I would like to show you guys, let's start with the security of our website. So as a designer, let me say as a website designer, the first thing that should be of priority to you is the security of your website. Imagine someone gives websites to design, then when you are done with the design, then they discover that the site is not secure. It shows that you are not a serious businessman or a serious designer. So security should always be something that is of priority to you. So what do I mean by security of your website? Like for instance, by the time if you bring your mouse here to this site, click on this, you will see that this connection is secure for this website. That is what I mean. I don't know if in case you are browsing, you might have come across a very big padlock at the left hand corner of your browser, which by the time you touch it, it will tell you that this site, that is your connection, is secure. That is what we mean by site security. And to do that, in order to make sure that your site is secure, you have to install your SSL certificate, right? Always make sure you have your SSL certificate installed on your website. For instance, you come to this cPanel and discover that your website is not secure. Instead of this connection is secure, then you are having connection not secure, right? So you can as well do it directly in this your cPanel, right? Let me say, for instance, if you come to this side of my cPanel, you can see this site is secure, but in your own case you might come and see that this place is red, right? Which means indicating that this site is not secure. To do that, all you need to do is to go to this let's encrypt SSL, right? Let's encrypt SSL. Click on it. So this is actually something that you can do for your site or that of your client website, or anyone might contact you to help he or she installs SSL or site security on their website. So it's actually something that you can do and even make more money as a web designer, right? All you need to do is, like from this my website, from this my website, I have like 3 websites running on this particular this my cPanel rather. I have like 3 websites running on it, right? So and they all have SSL installed on them. So in your own case, all you have to do, just come to this let's encrypt SSL, right? Click on issue, right? You see issue, just click on issue. It's just as easy as that. Then by the time you click on issue on that particular website, then come down and click on issue, right? By the time you click on issue, then wait for it for about 10 to 20 minutes. Then an SSL will be added to your website. So that is it for your SSL. Always make sure you have SSL installed on your website. And also there is another plugin in which you can also use to add an SSL to your website. It is called Simple Really SSL. You can add that as well on your Cpanel or your WordPress, right, as one of your WordPress and plugin on your website. So let me just show you what I mean by SSL on how to add an SSL to your site. In case you want to, it's a free plugin actually, right? Though you can as well add your SSL from your Cpanel, just like this that I showed you. Then by the time you click on add issue, then come down here and click on issued. Right, by the time you click on issue, just wait for 10 to 20 minutes, it will be added. So let me just log in into this website. Let me show you how to add SSL from your Cpanel, from your WordPress, right? So let me go to this my particular website, this one. Let me go to this website. You can add, it's a free SSL actually, so you can use it. So go to plugins, come to plugin, then click on add new plugin, click on add new plugin, search for simple really SSL, Simple Really SSL, right? Search for Simple Really SSL. All right, that is it. This is the plugin that I'm talking about. So all you have to do, click on install, right? Click on install, click on install, wait for it to get installed. So it's a very good plugin that helps to also add security to your website. Then just activate it. Okay, click on activate, click on activate. Okay, it's activating. All right, and SSL has been activated. Then you can just click on activate SSL again. Click on activate SSL. Okay, all right, your SSL has been activated, right? So this is another free plugin that you can use to add an SSL to your site, right? So let's go back to our Cpanel. Let's go back to our Cpanel. Okay, so the next thing that we are looking at on our Cpanel is our email. Like I said, to like your webmail. Webmail is an account. It's unlike your regular email. This is the email that is associated to your website, right? We call it a webmail. We call it webmail. It is a special type of email that is associated with a website. So for I don't know, you might have come across an official email that, let me say, info@website.com, customer care@website.com. So all those special character emails, they are what we refer to them as webmail, right? So let me just show you an example of how to install your webmail, and all these things can be done directly on your Cpanel. You see how powerful this your Cpanel is. So the Cpanel controls all these activities on your website. So let me generate an email. So let me just show you how to create a webmail. Rather, let me show you how to create a webmail for your website, right? So click on email account. Let me click on email account. Okay, let me click on. Then when you come to your email account, click on create. Click on create. Click on create. All right. So which of my account am I creating? Let me create it for this my particular account. But in your case, you might just be having just one website. So I have two subdomain on this my cPanel, right? So let me create a subdomain for this my marketing website, right? So this is how to create your web domain, your webmail, right? Okay, so username, what name do you want to use for this your webmail? So webmail, like I said earlier, is a special type of email, like let me say contact at your domain name.com, info at your domain name.com, customer care at domain name.com, reach out at domain name.com, hr at domain name.com. So all these special type of email are all what we refer to as webmail. So this you that ask you to create a website for them, right? So always have it at the back of your mind that when you are creating a website for any client, that you are also going to create a webmail for them as well, right? So after selecting this is the email, this is the the domain name that you want to create this webmail for, right? Then for this username, you can choose any name for this particular webmail. Let me say I'm using okay, let me just say I'm using info, something like that. Let me use info, sorry, let me make use of info, right? As you can see, info at this my domain name, this my domain is a subdomain actually, info at marketing.externlightglobal.com, right? So this is the username that I want to use to generate this my webmail. Okay, so when you are done with that, come down here and put your password. The password, just like when you are creating your normal Gmail account, right? The difference is that this particular mail is associated to your website. So let me create a password for my webmail. Always make sure you create a very strong password, or you can generate a password from here. This auto generate password, you can click on it, right? It will generate a password for you. So all you need to do is to copy this password and put it maybe on your notepad or in a safe place somewhere that you can easily get it, right? Because you will be needing it, or your client will be needing it to log in into their account, right? But I like creating my password manually. Let me remove this, right? So just type in something that is strong and easy for you to remember, right? So let me create my own password. Okay, let me create my own password. Okay, I've created my own password. Like from this my password, I'm having my password is 100% strong. Okay, always make sure you use a very strong password for anything that you are doing on a web, on a cPanel, right? The next thing you need to do is click on create. Immediately you click on create, your webmail has been created, right? Your webmail will be created as quick as possible. So click on create, right? So just wait for it to create. All right, as you can see, success. You created info at marketing.externlightglobal.com.ng. is as you can even go to fiverr.com and establish your own gigs. Like you can just name it, I can help you create a webmail for your website, and you can make good money from it. So this is a very good skill and a very good thing that you ought to know as a web designer, right? So there is still other thing that I'm still going to show you. Let's go back to our cPanel one more time. So we still have auto forwarders and then auto responder. So what is forwarder? Forwarder simply means it's just an action that is taken when someone sent you a message to this your webmail that we just created. So the duty of this forwarder is to forward the message that was sent to the webmail directly to another email address. Let me say your normal email, your normal Gmail address that you are using. The forwarder will send the message that was sent from this your webmail to your Gmail account, right? So that is what forwarder means. It helps to direct let me say email from an email that was sent to a webmail to another email account, right? So that is the function of this forwarder. So to set up your forwarder for your website, just click on this forwarder, click on forwarder, then come to this place, click on add forwarder. You can see it. Click on add forwarder, click on add forwarder, then okay, you say address to forward, address to forward, right? So what was the name of the email address that we created? I said info, right? Always remember that, info. So in your case it might be anything depending on what you use, right? So let me put info. I already have it here. Info at, this is the domain name that I'm using. This is my marketing.externalglobal.com. Like I said earlier, this is one of my subdomain that I created earlier. I will also show you how to create your subdomain as well, right? Info at marketing.externalglobal.com.ng. Then destination, where do you want this message that was sent to your webmail to be forwarded to? Where do you want them to forward this message to, right? So in this case, just put in your email address, this your regular email address, right? Put in your regular email address. Let me use externalglobal.com, right? Then I want immediately someone sent a message, maybe someone filled a form on my website, then the message that will be sent to my webmail should be directed back to this my Gmail this my email address that I just put here. So you might not be having time to be logging into your Cpanel every time. At least with your normal email address, it will be more easier for you to access the message that was sent into this your Cpanel, into your website, right? So this is exactly how to set up your forwarder for your website. All right, so these are the things that you ought to know as a designer, as a web designer, right? So imagine you are working in a company that requires you managing all this type of stuff, managing their email. So imagine you don't know how to set up all these things. That will be a very big problem, right? So it doesn't require much expertise. So just follow the steps. Just click on add forwarder, right? Immediately you click on add forwarder, your forwarder will be created. Okay, click on add forwarder. Okay, all right, you can see all emails sent to this info at marketing.externalglobal.com will now be copied to externalglobal.com, will now be forwarded to externalglobal@gmail.com. Easy set up our forwarder. So the next thing we are to do here is that let's create our auto responder. So let's create our auto responder. What is auto responder? Let me say you are trying to fill a form, or you are trying to submit any form online, or you want to send a message, an email to someone. Immediately you send out that message or submit that particular form, at the instant of submitting that form or sending that message, you receive another message instantly back. So such messages are what we refer to as auto responders, and all these are done directly from your Cpanel. You You see how amazing it is. Sometimes you might be wondering how all these things are possible. How come that immediately I send this message, I'm receiving this another message in response to the message that I just sent? You know, things like that, right? So this is how all these things are done. It's very easy and easy to implement, right? So what I want to do, so for you to set up this autoresponder, click on this autoresponder here. Okay, just click on it. Okay, it will bring you here. It will bring you here. Okay, so click on add autoresponder. Click on add autoresponder. All right, then you have to fill in this form, right? You have to fill in this form. This characters, leave it like this. The interval, what interval means? The number of hours to wait between response to the same email address or 0 to always respond. So what it means, how long do you want this message that you want to send, this autoresponder message that you want to send back to someone that sent you an email? How long do you want this message to last? How long do you want them to wait before they receive this autoresponder message, right? So in this case, I might decide to leave it as 0. What it means by leaving it as 0 is that immediately they send you this message, at that instant they will also receive a message. Let me say a thank you message. Oh, thank you, your message has been received successfully, right? So those are what we refer to as autoresponder. So those messages that you receive at the instant of sending a message are what we call autoresponder, right? So come down to, this is the email. So what email are you sending this autoresponder from? Okay, you remember, like I said I make use of info, right? That is the webmail I created, right? Info at, that is my domain name. Then I select my domain name. I'm making use of this marketing.stelliglobal.com.ng, right? So this is how to set it up. From where, by the time they receive this message, where is this message coming from? Because you can't just send someone an autoresponder without indicating the direction from where this message is coming from, right? So you can put the name of your company or the company name of your client that you are designing the website for, right? So in this case, let me put my name here, Stelli Global. So I want, in a situation whereby if you send me a message or fill in my form online, so you will receive an instant reply, right? So from Stelli Global. Then subject, I might just say thank you, right? Let me say thank you. I will say thank you. Okay, then the message body, what message do you want them to receive? What message do you want them to receive by the time they send you this message? What kind of message do you want them to receive? Okay, so let me say thank you. Coming. Let me say thank you for reaching out to Stelli Global, for reaching out to Stelli Global. Your message has been received. Kindly wait while we attend to you shortly, right? So this is how you compose depending on whatever message that you want the person to receive at the instant of sending you a message, right? So this is how you set up your autoresponder. So immediately you are done with all these settings, so come down and click on create, right? Click on create. All right, as you can see, successfully created, and you successfully created the info@marketing.estelaglobal.com.ng autoresponder. It has been created successfully. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go back and check. So what I want to do, I want to send a message. I want to send a message to this particular, to this Gmail email address, webmail that I created. Let me send a message. Let me send a message to see if I will receive, if this message will be forwarded back to me, and also at the same time receive autoresponder, right? So let me go to my Gmail. Okay, let me go to my Gmail. Okay, let me go to my Gmail. Okay, let me go to my Gmail. Let me sign in. Okay, let me sign in. Okay, let me sign in so that I will experiment it. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Alright, let me send a message from my account to this particular email that I just created. Alright, compose. Okay, to okay, let me see. Hello friends. Let me just say hello friends. Okay, then what am I sending? Let me say I need a website for my business, right? Something like this. I need a website for my business. So let me send it and go back to my webmail to check if actually this message was received. Okay, sent. All right, my message has been sent. So let me go back to my email. Come in. Let me go back. Let me check if actually this autoresponder that we just created and forwarder, if it is working. So to check for your email, go back, click on this email, click on your email account. Okay, click on email, then go to the email. Where is the email that we just created? Look at the email we just created, info@marketing.estelaglobal. Then click on manage, right? You can either manage your email from here, or you can check your email from here, or anyone. So this is where you manage all your email address. You can delete any email from here, just like that. So let me check for my email. Okay, and check. All right, it's loading. All right. So to check for your email, click on open. This is round cube. Click on open. Okay, all right, this is beautiful. This is the message that I just sent, right? This is the message I just sent. Okay, hello, let me open it. I'm coming. Let me open it. So for this particular one, make sure this is the subject. Mark all these ones. mark it so that you're able to receive the recipient's name, the body, and the entire message. Okay, just make sure it's on. Then let me open this message. This is the message I just sent from my Gmail account. Right, let me open it. Wow, as you can see, this is the message that I just sent. Hello friend, this is from me, from Christian Godwin. I need a website for my business. So our message, our webmail has been created successfully. So let me go back to my account, to my Gmail account, and see if actually I receive an autoresponder, and also if this message was forwarded back to my email account. Okay, wow, can you see guys, this is the message I just received. Hello friend, the message I just sent right now. This is the message I just sent. This is the auto forwarder that I'm telling you about. All right, look at the message. I need a website for my business. This is the same message that I just created from my where is my sent. This is the message that I just sent. This is the message I just sent out. I need a website for my business, and I also receive it back. In my message. I need a website for my business. Let me check for the autoresponder. As well. Let me go back. Let me check for this. Is the autoresponder that I just created. Open it. Oh, thank you for reaching out to Stellar Global. Your message has been received. Kindly wait while we attend to you shortly. With this, you can set up this autoresponder and the auto forwarder and so on for your site, for your website, and that of your client website. You can go to fiverr.com and use this to establish a gist, telling people that you can help them install for autoresponder, forwarder, and create a webmail for their websites. These are ways in which you can make money as a web designer, right? That is it. So let's go back to our cPanel and continue with other things on our cPanel, right? So that is all for our email. So your file is what the function of file is where you store everything on your website, right? All the themes, all the plugins, they are all stored on your website, right? So let me just open it. So by the time you open it, come to this public_html, right? You can see it, public_html. Click on it, double click on it. All right, these are all the websites that I have on this cPanel, right? So let me just select this particular website. This is my particular website. I have this my main website. So you can see these are all the plugins that I have on this my website. These are all the themes that I have on this my website. So let me click on plugins. Let me show you something. As you can see, these are all the plugins that are installed on this particular website, on this stellarglobal.com.ng. These are all the plugins that I have on it. In case you want to delete any plugins, you can as well come to this file and delete any plugin. In case you want to add, you can as well come to this file and add. If you want to add any file at all, come to this place, click on upload. By the time you click on upload, you'll be able to upload any file in zip format to your website. So this is how to access any file that you have on your website. So that is all for file. Okay, let's go back. So that is file. So the next thing we have here is our database. By default, immediately you set up your WordPress, immediately you have your cPanel, your database will be set up for you, right? So that is for database. Your database will be set up for you. So database is just where everything that in your website, database is used for storing information, right? That is the function of database. It stores your information, like my SQL database is for storing of all your information. And how are these information stored? These information are stored in rows and in columns. That is how MySQL helps to store your database. They are stored in rows and columns. So immediately you install your cPanel, your database is created automatically. So that is how it works. So my PHP my admin, let me throw more light on this PHP my admin. So the function of this PHP my admin, what PHP my admin does is that it directs. The function of PHP my admin is to direct this database to load up any web page that is installed on this on your website. Its function is to instruct the database to load your web pages on the web browser. That is the function of PHP my admin. It instructs your database to load up the web pages that is stored on your database, to load up on the web browser. So by the time you go to your web browser and type in any website, it is the function of this PHP my admin that you have on your website. It is the function of this PHP my admin to instruct the database to load up the web pages that you have on your website. So that is generally what the PHP does. So the HTML, the programming language that makes up your website are the HTML and the CSS and JavaScript, right? So those are some of the markup language that we use in designing web pages. So primarily HTML is an independent language. HTML is an independent language that can run on any web browser, right? HTML is an independent language that can run on any web browser. So immediately someone goes to your website, so goes to any web browser and type in your domain name. So this PHP my admin will instruct the database to load up the web pages that you uploaded on your website, the web pages that you uploaded on your file. So the PHP my admin will instruct this database to load those pages so that it will be accessed and it will be visible on the internet. So that is all for database. So let's go to domain, right? So on this domain section, this is where you can set up any domain, your website, like your subdomain, in case you want to set up your subdomain, right? So let me click on it and show you how to set up your subdomain. Subdomain are, like I said earlier, subdomain are extension to your website, right? Let me say in a building, they are like your boss quarter, the generator house, the security house. So that is what subdomain is. Like in this website, I have two subdomain on this my website, right? In addition to the main domain, this is my main domain, stelligglobal.com. Why this marketing.stelligglobal.com.ng is a subdomain, training.stelligglobal.com is another subdomain, right? So to create your subdomain, all you need to do is come here, click on create, right? Click on create new domain, right? If you click on create new domain, then come here, write in the subdomain, the name of the subdomain that you want to create. Like I said before, subdomain is an extension to your main domain. So what do I mean by extension? The subdomain must first of all write the name of the subdomain but the name of your main domain. Let me say blog. Let me write blog dot global.com.ng, right? Can you see this blog is an extension to this stelliglobal.com.ng. That is what we call a subdomain, right? This is what we call a subdomain. In case you want to create a subdomain for your website or for that of your client, this is how to create your subdomain. Then when you are done with that, with this subdomain, then make sure you didn't check, please leave this share document root unchecked, don't touch it, right? Then this is the subdomain, it will be repeated here as well. Then to create your subdomain, so just click on submit. I'm not clicking on it because I already have two subdomain, right? So immediately you click on submit. Make sure you this extension, like I said, the name of the subdomain that you want to create, put it here, dot your main domain, the main domain that you are using for your site or that of your client website. Then the name of your subdomain dot your main domain, right? That is how to create a subdomain. So immediately you are done, you click on submit and your subdomain is created. Okay, that is how to create your subdomain for your website. Okay, exactly. What more? Okay, so this is one of the most important aspects, your software, right? This is your software area. So in this software, just like, let me say, Google Play, or what do I mean, like Play Store of your phone, where you can be able to download any software at all into your phone, right? So the same thing is also applicable here. This is software, the software part of your cPanel, where you can be able to download any software at all into your. So in this software, we have the software WordPress Manager by Cpanel, PHP by PL Package, and so many. There are so many, but the one that we mostly use for our website design is WordPress Manager by Cpanel. WordPress Manager by Cpanel. Why do we use WordPress Manager by Cpanel? Why is it that out of the numerous softwares that you can use to design your website, why is it that it's only this WordPress Manager by Cpanel that stands alone, that stands tall among all this software? Why is it generally used? So let me just show you something. Let's go to our browser. Let me type why. Let me show you why we use WordPress. Why we use WordPress. Why do we use WordPress? Okay, why do we use WordPress? Okay, as you can see, you see the 10 reasons why we use WordPress. It powers around 43% of all the websites. Can you see? WordPress is widely regarded as one of the best content management system in today's market. Many people and large-scale websites use this platform, and most web hosting companies offer specialized plan for WordPress. So imagine out of the numerous content management system that we have, and only WordPress occupies 43% of all the websites that you can ever think that exist in this world. WordPress occupies 43% of all these websites. Is that not amazing? So WordPress is one of the most used content management system that you can ever think of. So the reason for this is that WordPress is a software that is designed by different programmers, different content, different designers. Like they team up together to produce this particular software that we call WordPress. Imagine something that different people, different communities of programmers came together to put heads together and come up with this software. Compare it to a content management system that is designed by just one individual, right? You can just imagine the difference that this particular software, that you have different individual with all their ideas, with all their knowledge put together to come up with this software, right? So this is one of the reasons why WordPress has been the most used content management system you can ever think of. So that is all for this overview of our Cpanel. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned guys till the next class. Bye bye.